My name's Freya McFarlane and I am the senior producer for Southside Festival, which is being put on by Frankston City Council. This is the very first year, so we're really excited for all the organisations and community groups that have come on board for this first adventure with us. Collide Public Arts were actually who won the commission for the large-scale community event, which meant that they needed to engage really directly with members of community groups to make sure that they had a voice as part of the festival, and they worked really directly with the Voices of Frankston Choir. And the key element for their project was to really have a very strong community engagement, and I think that they've done an amazing job to capture work by a group that is often overlooked and is able to bring this beautiful work to life with their vocals.
Saturation is a public artwork done with Collide and our digital lead, Joel Zika. And together we have made a water screen or a mist arch that allows us to project images into water that are well over 3 to 4 meters big.
The work that both myself and Collide do is always about taking people's stories from the community, but stories that you maybe haven't heard before, or the history of a space, and using technology to take that to a bigger public. So here we've got a group of people passionate about singing, but they haven't been able to do it in public for 2 years. It's really perfect. The problem being, how can we get their voices out into the public space? And we had no idea if the pandemic was going to last any longer. So what we designed is a screen technology using water, which allows us to create these enormous images of each of the singers' faces in public space.
Working with Joel, it was fantastic. Thinking about the large-scale faces and how sculptural the actual images came. They're very ghostly and they're very poetic and poignant, and that was something that wasn't expected. And it was only through interacting with the choir and learning their stories that we were able to pull off such an interesting and unique project for the Southside Festival.
There's this magic in witnessing a choir and an amazing magic in being part of a choir. So looking and hearing the sounds as their faces are kind of suspended in little atomized bits of water is it seems apt, a great way to take the magic of listening to a song to an even greater level.
I think everybody in the world needs a choir. Not only is it good for your physical ability of being able to stand up and do deep breathing exercises, which Kerry loves to do with us, but also the mental aspect of, just giving you great self-esteem.
This group was formed, the Voices of Frankston was formed in 2014, specifically to address the needs of people that maybe wouldn't have access to choir groups, whether that's through financial reasons or perhaps they have health challenges. So our membership is really broad. We have people who may be experiencing mental health illnesses, addiction, people with disabilities. In all the years that I've worked in choirs, they help in so many ways that you actually don't realise. For a lot of people, particularly our type of membership, people are experiencing isolation. They might live on their own. They might be out in the world, maybe not even acknowledged, if they've been living rough. And people just won't even look at them, just walk past them on the street. They walk in the door here and suddenly they're part of a family.
This is a very lovely choir, and just people look after each other. It's nice.
If I'm having a bad day, I literally spend the whole day singing, and it really improves my day. It's like, this is me, I'm okay, I'm cool as I am. I don't need to change for people.
What we quickly found out is that the choir isn't just a chance for people to sing, it's this amazing opportunity for them to build confidence. Everybody that we met has a different story of how they came to the choir, but also what the act of being in a choir does for them. And I think that it's not something we can totally understand, but we've learned, and we've learned about the importance of this and of probably many other community groups that you don't often hear from in the Frankston community.
I love you, so don't
we all bring our life experience into the room. So songs like True Colours or Can't Take My Eyes Off You or other ones that we sing comes with that wealth of experience that only the people that are in this group have, because that's why they're in this group. So the life experience of singing, you know, you with the sad eyes, don't be discouraged. You know, I see your true colours. I see who you are. I see what you bring to our group.
I reckon it's fantastic when you're in going to somewhere special and you sing amongst with other people, and it gives you goosebumps and you sort of it gives you thrill that you've done it.
The choir is a big family. You go along thinking, oh no, I'm going to join the choir, but you join a family and they're all caring and they all look after each other, and it's very nice.
That's the beauty of a choir. You've actually got somewhere to go and you've got to be there, and it becomes a place that you've actually come to. Whereas if you actually try and sort of generate your own sort of discipline, sometimes it falls away. So in my case, there's been many pluses being part of this.
It builds self-esteem and more self-confidence, and I could get up and sing, and I could appreciate myself a bit more, because I was always down on myself, ended up having an illness and things like that, and so that helped me in a little ways.
This support network that comes from this Voices of Frankston group allows them to really feel like their voice is important. And I'll get emotional because I truly believe that everyone has the right to be heard, and everyone's voice is important. It's not just the loud voices, it's the quiet ones that need to be heard and need to know that they're allowed to be heard.